Hello everyone, in this video we will focus on the changes in Alliance Conquest this season. In the last update just before the AC season we had changes in AC rules due to the 5th anniversary of the game. As I said in the video discussing that update, I believe that it was nice to see some changes in AC, as indeed for many years it was the same, and although it's a quite nice event, it was getting a bit of a routine. The changes were mainly 4 changes. A change in the number of reinforcements staying in the building, some changes in the mines, some new stratagems, and different buffs based on combination of buildings. Let's take them one by one. First of all, we have the change in the number of reinforcements. Now each defending building can hold up to 25 defending reinforcements. In addition, you cannot send reinforcements anymore if a building is full. There needs to be at least one free space to start queuing up reinforcements for rallies. We are not sure if this last part is just a bug that is going to be fixed or is going to be a permanent feature, but until now it's important in the first 2 matches to keep one spot empty in order to be able to queue up reinforcements. This change actually makes it more difficult to defend buildings and gives more importance to actually being able to be fast in reinforcements when the enemy has multiple rallies going on you and you have to be good on the timing. The second change has to do with the mines. First of all, the mines are now opening 40 minutes after the battle begins, while before they were opening 45 minutes after the start. This brings one of the most important parts of AC earlier, more within the actual match, which makes it harder to have the match decided already before the mines. Additionally, the amount of points in the mines is also reduced a bit in order to make them less game-changing, while though keeping their importance because they still give 18,000 points. The third change has to do with the addition of 3 new stratagems, which are actually quite powerful. First of all, we have the Dragon's Might. Once activated, a protective shield, a bubble, will be generated around allies buildings for 1 minute. It can be activated once per match on one building. It is a good one, and you can sync it, for example, when enemy rallies are going to hit and when you feel that you are going to lose a quite important building that you really want to keep. The second one is Dragon's Roar. Once activated, it randomly dismisses, kicks out 5 reinforcement troops of an enemy building, and it can be activated up to 2 times each match. It's quite nice, especially if you find it difficult to get a building and you want to synchronize it with your rallies. It can be a very good asset to take a very important building in a very important moment during the match. The last one, Dragon's Fury. Once activated, the troops stationed in the building cannot be recalled for 3 minutes. This means that enemy reinforcements are freezed in there, and for example, if there are many reinforcements with low amount of troops, they cannot recall to refill again, and it can be crucial for your strategy. Let us now focus on the most important addition in my opinion. In addition to the building buffs that we already had before, like the total attack, total defense and total health given by the Tower of the Warrior or the healing speed given by the Temple of the Mother, we now have additionally buffs for combinations of buildings. This makes it even more dynamic, and instead of having a predefined priority list for buildings that you really like and then in every match you just go for these buildings first, our strategy now at any point of the match can depend on what buildings we already have to combine with the new ones for buffs. We have 9 buffs for combinations of buildings given that can be seen here. The first one, Gifts of the 7 Gods. It involves Temple of the Mother and Tower of the Warrior, and it increases additionally 20% the healing speed and gives 10 total base attack. The Protect's Blessing gives an additional 50% boost on the healing speed and involves the Temple of the Mother and any of the 2 outposts. Gift Courage boosts additionally 15 the total base attack, involving the Tower of the Warrior and any outpost. Having both Targaryen Port and Targaryen Stronghold or Lannister Port and Lannister Stronghold give 200,000 rally size. With the Ironclad we can get 5 additionally total base health by capturing Castle Rock, Targaryen Port and Lannister Port. An additional 5 total base health can be gained through Castle Rock and both strongholds. For additional points, 120 points per minute, someone needs to have the port, the outpost and the stronghold of either the Targaryens or the Lannisters, but all of them at the same time. As we can see, actually the most important buffs are the 3 first ones. All these 3 involve the Temple of the Mother, the Outpost and the Warrior, and if you manage to have all the 3 buildings together, basically you get 170% healing speed by combining the static and the dynamic buffs, and 25 base attack in addition to the total stats that Warrior gives. That is actually quite powerful and can be game changing, increasing basically the stats by so much. So I think that these 3 buildings gain an additional importance compared to before in this AC season. Also, based on the buffs, there is some more importance to strongholds because of the rally size increase. Strongholds were actually useless before, but even with this boost, they still are the last ones that someone would consider, because we have the Outpost, Mother and Warrior that are very important because of the first buffs. We have the ports and the Castle Rock that are very important for the points, and the strongholds just come last. These changes mainly try to make different strategies for the event to break the routine that was appearing for this event in the players. As for example, the change to 25 reinforcement, as said before, makes fast reinforcing even more important from now on. The new stratagems can be helpful in certain points, and it's quite important to decide which ones and when to use them. And of course the buffs for combinations of buildings tries to make the strategies more dynamic. It's too early to draw conclusions, but my first impression is that it is nice to have to think more things during the game, but also it made the games more deadly, mainly due to the base attack increase to everyone from the new buffs, which basically helps in killing more people and having to heal more. Thank you for watching the video, and do not hesitate to leave a comment with your question and your opinion about these new changes.